You think if you walked into an NBA meeting and you said, hey, look, I really think Donald Trump's the guy. Look, and even if you talked like, a human being would talk, I really think that when you look at the country right now and the fact that we've got a president with dementia who is a mess, the fact that every Democratic-run city is a train wreck, the fact that, well, as we sit here right now, most of us could make the argument that you guys with your Be Woke Vote shirts and your gotta get Donald Trump out of there, not so veiled messages, and you're incredibly woke, I'll do anything for public perception and not to get anybody mad at me, Commissioner. How'd that work out for us? How's that going? That going good? If you think it's going good, God bless you. And the NBA just cannot help itself. The NBA, because you have the worst commissioner in sports, the wokest commissioner in sports, the most acquiescing commissioner in sports, can't get out of its own way. Just can't. So, they fooled you. They didn't fool me because I talked about it at the time. All these guys saying, get out and vote. I wish some smart, and there are a lot of smart NBA players, would say, fellas, absolutely. I think you should get out and you should vote conservative across the board because look at what's happening with our Libby friends. Look at what is happening in our cities. If people really, really wanted to make a difference in a city like Chicago, instead of worrying about what Donald Trump or Joe Biden's doing, they are NBA heroes, many of whom are from Chicago, would get into the city and demand that Lori Lightfoot actually do something. You can wear your little T-shirts, you can be Malcolm Brogdon and have your megaphone, and that's great. And you can tell everybody, you don't need to show an ID to vote, although you do need to show an ID to buy beer, you do need to show an ID to cash a check, you do need to show an ID to buy cigarettes. But hey, voting, we don't care. Why? Because, well, we just don't. Of course we know why. People that don't want to show an ID vote Democratic. They always have, they always will, and they've always been, frankly, marginalized. It's time to stop being marginalized. It's time to stop worrying about left, right, left. It's time to start actually impacting things. And wearing your little mask and wearing your Be Woke Vote shirt is great. But an NBA player or 10 from Chicago should start demanding that Lori Lightfoot and the incredibly incompetent folks that run that city do something about gun violence. That's what they should do. Instead of trying to get their same candidates that, well, frankly, they don't know a damn thing about. They just know that they are libbies and their candidates are libbies. That's all this is. Let's be honest. Let's not lie. If you're going to listen to NBA players, good for you. God bless you. You did once. A lot of people did once. How'd that work out? Gas prices through the roof, inflation absolutely nuts, borders unsecured. Did you see that over 400,000 people came into this country illegally? Did you see that the clown mayor of New York City et al. Is putting up illegal immigrants in luxury hotels? People here illegally. There's no illegals. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. My family came over on the boat, as we called it. They got to Ellis Island. They came in legally. There is illegals in this country. I got a neighbor that has all those signs, right? Everybody matters. There are no illegals. No, there are. And frankly, the cities that now have to deal, the sanctuary cities, the big mouth Democrat mayors that have to deal now with these illegal immigrants aren't too happy about it. New York City is putting illegal immigrants into luxury apartments. But hey, NBA players tell you to vote. Really? Okay. And the reason is they're not going to have games on Election Day. Is there anything better than that? Is there anything better than whatever that young lady's name is from the NBA crying on the set? Is there anything better than all this?